On the menu this Friday, going places. But unfortunately, it's on the list of worst airports. What has Cleveland Hopkins ranked so low? The Fountain of Youth for less. The best face creams on a budget. The top Halloween candy and Ohio's favorite may surprise you.
It's your lunch break with Jay Crawford.
It is Friday.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, we love Friday. The weekend is here. Welcome to Lunch Break. I'm Jay Crawford. Lunching with us today, Betsy Kling. And Betsy, I never blame you when we get bad weather, but
Right.
I will praise you when we get great weather. So thank you for what you're about to deliver this weekend.
Right. Well, we do have a chance for some rain on Saturday.
I'll overlook that.
But little showers, but Sunday is looking pretty good. The good news is there's tons to do this weekend, whether you're in or you're out. So we'll have a weekend guide coming up later in the show.
Yes, so take notes. First on the menu this Friday, this is bad news for Hopkins International Airport. According to a new report, our airport, Betsy, ranks second worst in North America for medium-sized airports.
That's a good one. Well, they were graded on things like facilities, restaurants, shopping, baggage claim, overall accessibility. The survey says airports across the U.S. and Canada are struggling with construction delays and more passengers. The best way for airports to boost their scores is to renovate and have better TSA screenings.
Can I also make the suggestion to make sure your computer monitors work most of the time?
Yeah, there's that too.
That's a good thing.
I think the problem with Hopkins is everything was going 100,000 miles an hour when Continental was here.
Yeah.
We were a hub. We had people. It was booming. We had D gates, right?
And you could get to any city you needed to go to.
That was cut.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, well, we don't need all this anymore. We have like this albatross of the D gates sitting out there completely empty except with dead birds in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, what can we do with that?
When I drive by that, if you're going to the IX Center and you
Right.
see it, to me, it looks like a museum of airports from the 1970s.
Right.
It's just frozen in time. My suggestion is get rid of it.
Yeah.
Turn it into a parking lot.
Right.
You know, there's never enough parking at
No.
the airports. So, and the other thing, when I heard this, I got all excited because I want to bulldoze Burke Lakefront. That is our city's greatest natural resource, water. Go to
Yeah.
Chicago and see how they use their water and their lakefront. And ours is an airport that maybe has 5 flights a
I
day.
completely disagree on that.
You love Burke Lakefront?
I don't love Burke Lakefront. I just think, Chicago has the street
Sure.
that goes between the high rises and the lake.
Yeah.
Over there,
We
you're
could do-
on the lake.
Well, we could-
So
but
you
we
throw
could-
up high rises, you're cutting it off to
But you
everybody
could put
at
a
that
street
point.
there. You could put a street there. You could put
there's nowhere to put a
residential and
street.
commercial.
There is a street. It's on the inside.
Yeah,
of
but
that.
I mean, like just an access road to get to that little community.
We
That's
have
a
one.
Great
It's what the airport
natural
is sitting on.
Yeah, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Boom. Get rid of that
Oh,
airport.
man. All right.
Such an
Well, other
albatross.
things happening this weekend. Everybody is on Tribe Watch. They lost last night to the White Sox.
Betsy,
Ouch.
they were
8-0.
uninspired.
Yeah.
Last night,
Yeah.
the night before. So what we're going to do is we're going to sum up the Indians' playoff chances. Here's the best way to sum them up. Watch.
What do you think the chances are?
I'd say more like 1 out of a million.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
Unfortunately, that is about the chance. It's about 1 in a million. We're going to take a little look here at what those chances are. Come on in, Gianni.
All right, let's see.
Boy, these odds bets,
Yeah.
I tried to calculate them myself. My calculator didn't have enough zeros.
Yeah, this is mystifying to me, this whole thing.
Well, I'm going to break it down. 3 games remaining.
Okay.
Indians need to win all 3. Rays must lose all 3. If that happens, the Indians win the wild card outright. They are going to the playoffs for the 4th straight year.
Okay.
Here's another scenario, a little more likely because it only involves 2 losses for the Rays.
Okay.
Again, the Indians still have to win all 3. If that happens, you have the dreaded tie.
Okay.
But what that leads to would be a 1-game play-in between the Rays and the Indians to make it to that 1-game playoff round, the wild card round. Another scenario. This one has the Indians only winning 2 games.
Okay.
Much more likely. They are playing the Nationals. They're a 90-win playoff team. The Rays, though, would have to lose all 3 to a team that's won only 65 games this year. They play the Blue Jays. In that case, you again get a tie.
Okay.
Now, There are other scenarios, other ways that the Indians could make the playoffs. It involves the other wildcard team. That's the Oakland A's. They have to lose all 3 games, and essentially, to try to calculate what those playoff odds look like, it blows your mind. It completely blows your mind. There's way too many things that have to happen good for the Indians to make a playoff spot once you start throwing the A's in there.
So the Rays are playing the Blue Jays, which is not a good team.
Not a good team.
Right?
The game is that the games are in Toronto,
right?
So at least the Rays
There's
are on
that.
the road.
We had an opportunity to pick up some space in the last 2 games, and we failed.
Didn't happen. So it looks like the Indians' run of playoff appearances will end at 4. But Betts, consider this. The Indians have 93 wins already.
Right.
There's never been a scenario since the wild card existed where 93 wins didn't get you into the playoffs.
Interesting.
They've lost Kluber, Carrasco, Bauer was traded, Lindor, Kipnis, on and on the injuries. That Tito has this team at 93 wins, miracle.
Yeah, well, he's good. That's why he's where he is, and we're never letting him go ever.
No, he has a lifetime contract here in
Well,
Cleveland.
speaking of sports, Super Bowl. I know it's months and months away, but once the Browns finally get there, who are we going to see during the halftime show? This
Shakira. Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So
J-Lo and Shakira are teaming up for the show in Miami. First time 2 Latina artists will work the stage together at the Super Bowl.
It's going to be en fuego.
It will be. And it's got the Miami vibe, doesn't it?
Totally.
I mean, Miami is going to go nuts for this halftime show. I'm looking forward to it. I like both
too.
artists.
Actually, they are as well. J-Lo tweeted out that she is going to set the world on fire, and I have no doubt that she actually will. And Shakira wrote, "It doesn't get any bigger than this. Excited about getting on the Super Bowl Pepsi halftime stage." Now, obviously, everybody, as soon as the artists are released, you go, "Oh, this is open commentary for the world."
Yes.
You love them, you hate them, you don't know. Stephanie, a lot of people have a lot to say, obviously, on this topic. What have you been hearing?
They do have a lot to say. The comments that we got on our Facebook page, Betsy, pretty much sum up every reaction you could have to this. So we asked J-Lo and Shakira. They're locked in. A lot of people were mentioning Gloria Estefan. What do you think about this? Are you excited about it? Very first comment we got, "This is going to be the best Super Bowl. So excited. Can't wait to watch it." Gary is being a party pooper. He says he won't even watch. And then in the most expected comment ever, we have Wade Wilson saying, "Please let there be multiple wardrobe malfunctions."
Oh, come on, Wade.
Thanks for that one,
Clean
Wade.
it up, buddy.
We don't want
Yes,
wardrobe malfunctions.
exactly.
The world would blow up if we had another
We
wardrobe
had
malfunction.
wardrobe malfunction, and probably what was one of the worst Super Bowl halftime shows ever.
Can you imagine if the internet had been a big thing when that happened?
It was a big thing, and it's still a train wreck.
Not like it is now. Social media would have blown up.
Right. Let's go from sassy to sweet.
We shall. We're just over 1 month away now from Halloween. I can't believe it's crept up on us, but here it is.
What are you going to dress up as?
I never dress up. I never dress
I
up.
go as a mom. Sometimes.
Soccer mom?
Yeah, well, that might be interesting. That means 1 month until kids overload on sugar, which brings us to our next topic, of course, Halloween candy. In case you didn't guess, a company called The Candy Store ranked the #1 candy for each state. What do you think Ohio's favorite?
Gosh, it's hard to break it down like by state.
Right.
I have my favorites.
What's your favorite?
I love the little Nestle Crunch bars. The
I'm a
little,
Kit Kat
very
girl.
small. Oh, I love Kit Kats too.
Kit Kats, I mean, give me a break.
Would you think it would be a candy bar for Ohio?
I don't know. It has to have chocolate in it, I would think.
I would think it would have to have chocolate
We are
too.
obsessed with chocolate.
Do you want to throw a guess out there? I'll throw a guess.
I would say Kit Kat because I have personal feelings in it.
I'm going to go Snickers.
Snickers.
Just
That's a good call.
Completely random guess. I mean, in here is the I let you do the honors. This is the #1 candy.
Paper towel.
For Ohio.
No, that's so we couldn't see it. It is. Well, now you know. It's M&M's.
We don't know either what it is. Oh, M&M. That makes perfect sense.
M&M's.
Yeah.
See, I said it was chocolate, but it's actually kind of perfect because it's chocolate and candy together. It melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Are you a peanut M&M's girl or regular?
Totally peanut
yeah,
M&Ms.
me too.
Not a fan of the pretzel M&Ms.
Pretzel M&Ms?
There's pretzel.
Never heard of them.
Peanut butter.
Yeah, I'm a peanut M&M's guy
Yellow
all the way.
package, yeah.
Was there a candy that you would get when you would go to a house and you would say, "No, I don't
Black
want
licorice.
this"? Bit-O honey.
Ugh. Spittle honey?
Have you never heard of this?
No.
It literally is like chewing taffy and cement mixed. It can pull your fillings out.
Yeah.
Not a good candy.
Not
I
good
used to
at
get that. They would get crossed off my list of houses not coming back next year.
No doubt. Well, here's some fun facts for you. According to the National Retail Federation, people will spend $25 on candy. Then you add in costumes and decorations, and the total adds up to $86.26 on average for the holiday.
That might be the cheapest holiday.
I have neighbors that push way, 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 way beyond that, exponentially beyond that.
Well, $25 in candy, that's not going very far.
No.
Not at all.
Not if you have a big neighborhood, certainly.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost the weekend, everybody. We are so ready for it. We have the ultimate guide to kick off your first fall weekend up next.
Central. Oh, will we ever get back here? I think we were supposed to see Progressive Field there, and the thinking was, will the Indians ever come back this season?
Fine.
That's a beautiful shot.
Will we ever see this blue, brilliant sunshine again until like May?
Yeah.
And yeah, we will. Of course we will.
I hope they make it back. Let's give us one playoff game to get that feeling. That would be fun. Aside from watching the game, a lot to do this weekend. A ton to do in Northeast Ohio.
Thank goodness. And it's a pretty big variety of things to do, too. We, of course, turn to Stephanie Haney to see what's going on this weekend. What you got, girl?
There is a ton of stuff going on this weekend. So we've got the full guide up on WKYC.com. When we're done here, I'll drop that link in the comments so that you can check it out. But I've got the cream of the crop for you. One of the most interesting things going on this weekend is Ingenuity Fest. The theme this year is Dreamscapes, and they've got really cool things like light-up art installations, live music, tons of local vendors. So you can check that out. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 5401 Hamilton Avenue. Something a little bit different. We have the traveling Harry Potter bar crawl coming to downtown Cleveland this weekend as well. Yes, that is Saturday from 3 to 10. It's going to start at Rumors and then head to the Ivy. It's $25. It waives all of your door cover charges to get in on this beer crawl.
Wow.
And for $10 extra, you get your own wand.
Well,
do you have to dress as a character?
There's a prize. You don't have to dress, but there's a prize for top outfit.
And good thing we covered hangover remedies yesterday.
Yes, definitely check that back out on the website so you're not feeling too terrible on Sunday morning, so that you can go to the Ingenuity Fest if you missed it on Friday and Saturday. Now, if you're going to get up early on Saturday, or if you did some pre-planning, the Akron Half Marathon Relay and Full Marathon is also happening on Saturday. That starts at 7:30 in the morning. And then starting at 8 a.m., Canal Park opens up, which is where the finish line is. So there'll be a festival there. Look at this. These are some pictures from last year's event. We have our own Matt Wentz, who ran recently in a race. Not in the marathon this weekend, but he's one of the runners we have here on the team. I've done a couple half marathons myself as well.
Have you?
I've done 2 of them.
And you're
Jealous.
still alive?
I'm still alive, and I have a very ridiculous photo to show you of it. If we can pull
Can we
that up.
see that?
Oh, no.
It's
Is this you crossing the finish line?
It's not me crossing the finish line. It's a selfie afterwards with some nice duck
There
lips.
she is.
Nice.
Look at this.
If you don't take a selfie with the medal, did you even run a half marathon?
This is true.
So the half marathon is
I don't think so.
13.1 miles.
Yes. And then 26.2 for the full marathon. What about you two? Are you 2 runners?
Oh, please.
I was training once to do a half, and I was up to 9 miles with every run. And I've had 3 ACL replacements.
Oh,
so
wow.
My knee was a mess. I went to see my surgeon. He's like, Jay, you got to stop immediately. Cannot run on pavement.
I was a high jumper. I ran 14 steps.
14.
That's it. And then I jumped.
And then
that's
up
still.
you went. That's awesome.
14 steps. They were great steps.
Do they have
though.
any 14-step marathons?
I would
Because
kill
Betsy's
it.
in on that one.
We could start one.
I could jump over the finish line. It'd be awesome. Well, thank you so much, Stephanie. A lot of cool stuff happening this weekend. And next up on the menu today, there are more than 100 new skincare products on the market. So when you get done for a run, you can moisturize a little bit. The question is, which ones are really worth your money?
Well, as we head to break, here are some pictures that you sent us in your tribe gear.
Yay.
Go Indians.
Well, Well, everyone, in our quest to stay forever young, sales for anti-aging products have become a multi-billion-dollar business driven primarily by those foo-foo luxury brands. And in the past 2 years, more than 100 new products at all price points have hit the market.
But the question is, do you really need to spend a ton of money to turn back the hands of time? And it's the age-old question,
Let's
isn't
hope
it? Our consumer investigator, Danielle Serino, used science to compare some of the best-selling brands. Here it is.
We all want to look natural, but sometimes it takes a lot of work if that means looking younger. So we recruited 5 women to test several popular anti-aging creams.
The Vizia skin analysis is the best objective measure of skin quality.
Our testers got the picture.
I'm horrified, actually.
What are the areas you want to address?
I guess maybe I'd like to see a little bit of plumpness.
So we sent them home with creams ranging from a $14 an ounce drugstore brand to a department store skin reviver, which will run you $239 an ounce.
These are your percentiles. You're at the 43rd percentile, so could be better.
We asked the women to use the products as directed in the instructions for 16 days, then get scanned again to see which brand succeeded in turning back time.
When we do studies on creams to see how effective they are, we'll commonly have the person use the cream for a good 8, 12, 16 weeks. So though we're not seeing the full benefits of any of these creams, the Vizia can pick up on very small changes.
So based purely on the numbers, our luxury brand Chanel didn't quite cut it.
So general roughness of your skin, slightly worse. Your spots are measuring worse.
The only thing that improved slightly was the bacteria in Kathleen's pores.
A luxury product like Chanel commonly feels so nice and the packaging is so nice. Someone might really enjoy using it. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to give better anti-aging results.
For our mid-priced brands, Cindy Crawford's Meaningful Beauty was queen of the catwalk, with improvements in nearly every category across the board, most notably in reducing brown spots by 17 points and improving Mary Beth's texture by 9. Although SkinCeuticals Triple Lipid was a stunner when it came to improving Lisa's skin texture, up a whopping 37 points.
It stayed very moist all night long. I noticed down here that I had a lot less crepiness.
And our budget brand Olay improved Sue's pores and spots while reducing her UV skin damage by 29 points.
So she went from the 2nd percentile to the 31st percentile.
Oh, wow.
Bottom line, all the brands improved something. It's just some imperfections may be less important. But the lesson learned, fixing your face doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. Now, none of the brands reduced wrinkles around the eyes. That may take more time. And we did reach out to Chanel to discuss the test results. They never got back to us. But we also tested Retin-A, which is a prescription product. And we have those results on our website, WKYC.com. The best way to help your skin, though? Sunscreen.
Always the truth.
Cindy Crawford.
Yeah. Affordable.
Ultra.
So
whatever.
2 things from that. One, the most expensive made the woman's skin worse. Worse. Pay $239 an ounce to look older. And the other thing was Chanel didn't get back to us.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Shocker. And the Olay Regenerist, you can get that anywhere. There's coupons. You can do all that stuff. I've used it before. I think it's all about targeting where you want it to be. So if you buy the expensive stuff, I only put the expensive stuff around my eyes.
Use it very
and then I use
judiciously.
something a lot cheaper.
So you may have 2 different levels of aging going on right now.
Totally. I have
Betsy,
the
your eyes look 30,
14-year-old.
but your cheeks look 35.
It happens, Jay. It really does. But she's right. Sunscreen is the big thing. And remember, it's SPF 15 or higher every day, no matter what you're doing. Cloudy, winter, summer, fall, sunshine, no matter what. Wear sunscreen.
I'm awful at that.
Me too.
As you can see. Next on the menu, no more dating. The rule isn't actually being laid down by parents. Betsy, this is coming from a school district. No dating allowed.
And it's an interesting age group of the kids, too. And Stephanie, you have something to make us all smile on this Friday.
I do. This mama shared this message between her daughter Nora and her best friend Vivi. Vivi wants to know, "Dear Nora, why have you not liked me a lot? Right, why? Love, Vivi." And Nora says, "I love you. I just do not get enough sleep." Nora, I feel you, girl. I'm going to take a power nap. Lunch break will be right back.
That's great. Enough. A-N-U-F. I don't get enough either.
I Gus do not. Very funny.
So here's what we're going to send you back to work with today. Teachers at an Indiana elementary school might be responsible for some broken hearts. Betsy, they sent a letter home to parents of all fifth graders saying, new rule, no dating allowed.
And again, this is for fifth grade students. The note said students were given 2 days to end all relationships. The teachers say they are encouraging strong friendships, but are trying to lessen the amount of young, broken hearts.
That's kind of cold turkey.
Yeah.
2 days.
Are you kidding me?
Did you date in fifth grade?
No.
I didn't either. Once a girl asked me, would you mind going together?
Right.
And I said, where are we going?
Yeah, out to recess.
Thank you for watching Go. Watch us live wherever you are, on our website, on our apps, and on Hulu and Roku. No matter where you are, 3 News is there.